Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the south side, as the Cyan Delhi's Sultanate, we have the Shape of Poo. So on the north side, as the pink Mongols, we have Everlast007. Got the town center being deployed on out on the front-ish area. Got the Ovo being deployed out as well, so he does have the Ovo influence on the town center. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Of course, get him some good stone income to get his much more powerful upgrades. Which he can get from here, the textiles improved. Increases villagers' health by 50. If textiles already been researched, it increases 25 instead. Over here, we do have, looks like some sheep being claimed by Magenta. Very nice. Now we've also got the military buildings as well. He may go from the early spearmen. But let's got the Khan is getting some good hits in. The Khan is, of course, a hero. Let's go ahead and slow down a little bit. The Khan received perhaps a little bit too much fire there. He can use the maneuver arrows now to increase his movement speed. And there we go. And the Khan himself has some sheeps in tow. So he has to be careful not to outrun those sheep, or else he will give those sheep to his opponent. It's like Pink is eyeing for a lot of military force. We do got, looks like 4 spearmen deployed on the field. Speaking with, there's some 2 right there. They got the Scholar trying to heal up these villagers while in combat. Very good usage of the Scholars, since the Deadly something that can also get out some earlier medicine men. As the Khan is having a bit of trouble. I guess the Khan can't shoot while moving. Like one pink spearman does go down. 38, 30. Both of them are taking, looks like 7 damage hits. And it's next to the next stab. Oh! I thought this was gonna be like one's gonna win a split second earlier, but it looks like they both killed each other, and we do have the scout going down. Sheep are being claimed, and these are not from the sheep summoners. The pastures, I think they're called. So let's go ahead and fast forward once again. We got a pair of spearmen advancing forward. I wonder if he got those spearmen by spending stone. His stone has been spent. Right now, he's just using the spearmen to assault forward. We've got these spearmen trying to pursue the spearmen. So overall, this side's going to be very effective. They do get their little combat sprint there to engage. And if you have these guys selected there, you can see he queued up moves, so they're going to be focused firing quite good. We've got the Silver Tree being built by Magenta or Cyan, which is the economic landmark. How much stone does each one of these provide? So 1,200, so he's going to have to probably map out what stone he wants, or else he's going to have to migrate to another stone pile. But if he can map out what he wants to do with his first 1,200 stone, that could be quite good. Does get the movement speed ability sprint right there as the Khan's skirmishing around. The Khan itself can, the Khan can move and fire, just can't fire directly back. Does get a shot there. No, probably the feudal age allowed him to shoot fire while moving. So the Khan's damage is not going to be that great. 3-attack bow is not going to be great, and those spear must have perhaps a little bit of armor. Guess not. Let's see, he's going for the upgrade to spearmen. So now we do have some hardened spearmen to support the hardened Khan. We got the sheep now following the Khan. And we do also got a gear right here to help hunt these huntables. Going to fast forward. Cyan has gotten a new age as well. Which one did he go for? He went for the Tower of Victory. A military landmark, but I don't see anything can be deployed from it. I'm not really sure what it does. It provides some powerful aura bonus. Legend is trying to fall back. He's going to get some arrow hits there with his con. Scholar influence. So he enables a tower of moss and mantras to increase attack speed of infantry by 20% when produced within their influence. Now, when produced in their influence, so that's a one-time being produced in their influence, giving them a permanent combat bonus. That's actually pretty powerful. Not for a passive aura around the building, it's actually a permanent effect for deployed nearby units. So we got Hardened Spearman engaging the Hardened Spearman. Looks like both sides losing quite a bit there. We've got a couple Cyan archers here. Got some more archers being pulled out. That has to be. Nope, he is deploying out from 2 archer range, so he's not utilizing stone for that. Just want to read some of the stuff. All infantry and cavalry, stone bounty improved, great ignite for building. Oh, that cost expires in Imperial Age. Great bounty improved, that's pretty good. Setting your opponent's buildings ablaze gets some extra resources. Of course, you have to siege your opponent's structures, which the additional torches upgrade can be very useful. Of course, you can do the non-stone variants over here. Well, probably the stone improved torch is going to come in handy, really in handy, if he does go for that sort of play. There's 3 sacred sites on this map. 2 of them are relatively close to each other. In fact, you can look at both of them on the same screen. Scholars trying to capture the sacred site now. Does have the speed movement there, trying to hunt down the scholar now. Has some sheep in tow as well. And something as well as I forgot to switch back to the rumble over here so I can see if there's any chats. Yeah, so it looks like lagging a bit behind. He can start making his advance. He does have this outpost here for a good defensive placement. Trying to capture this sacred site now. And this outpost start firing as well. You got the Hardened Spearman advancing forward. Got a good number of Cyan archers. Looks like Pink and Cyan are engaging at pretty close range. He's actually inside the minimum range of the outpost, which does provide him much better fighting position there. He probably should have got out of the outpost and they're so close to each other. But I do actually hear the arrows firing, so maybe there's no minimum range of being in the wrong game. All of Cyan's forces get cleaned up. Got some reinforcing Cyan archers. And did the con go down? I'm not sure the con may be at the moment. Let's get the Spearman outside the garrison. And we're gonna make his way forward now. But Pink does have a pretty good force right here. Trying to capture this point, but does have the scholar. Where is the scholar? Oh, it's not being captured at the moment. A scholar did, of course, went down. More of Pink's forces pushing way forward. You do have, looks like more and more of these forces being deployed now. You always deploy a Magadai. Magadai, of course, only costs 40 gold. And now we do have a force advance for just archers, gain some good damage on in. We have the outpost here, gain some good damage as well. Trying to pursue these forces, gain some good hits there on these villagers. Cyan does not have a whole lot of villagers, so losing these villagers is actually very, very problematic. Villagers Duke inside the town center. But Pink will need to fall back away from that town center. We're seeing a bit too much fire there. Over here, Science Celestial Force here getting some reinforcements. Or denying some reinforcements, I should say. Getting some good hits there. Looks like the Delhi Sultanate players going for the House of Learning, which is, of course, a technology landmark. Villagers going to be focused down by Pink, getting some great hits there. Being very, very mobile with his force. Over here, we do have, looks like the Khan is in the mix of everything, like hardened Khan, and now Pink's going to be trying to pursue these forces. Looks like Magenta or Pink is not going for any additional wonders at the moment, or landmarks. Over here, this tower may finally go down, but there's only mostly just archers right there. We got the torches to try and engage. These archers are going to be pursued by these archers. It's going to send this hardened spearman to engage it. You may want to use the sprint ability is already on cooldown. Science Force is receiving quite a bit of fire right there, and the outpost will defend itself. Over here, we do have that is the trade caravan landmark. It does get hit a bit. The more the trade caravans go down, the more trade caravans you get, the more resources you get from trading. More than just gold. And now the wolves are actually hitting these forces as well, providing some good force there. Trying to focus on the Khan. The Khan needs to get out of there. Khan's receiving a bit too much fire. And the Khan will go ahead and go down entirely. The wolves are getting some good damage on these archers as well. Yeah. Stop with that pop up there. Pink is trying to make his way forward, trying to get the some hits on some of these villagers. We do have these man-at-arms push way forward. Man-at-arms, of course, are good hitting and trying to engage these light archers. So I got more of these man-at-arms pursuing more of Pink's man-at-arms, or archers. I'm getting everything mixed up right now. Villagers getting hit severely. Cyan does not have a whole lot of villagers, and losing the villagers is actually going to be very, very painful. Pink is doing a great job of just raiding his opponent. He may want to go for some Mega Die, but now we do have another town center being put out by Pink to get out some more villager production. He's just ignoring the man-at-arms. He's just trying to hit his opponent's villagers. As the villagers going to try shanking these archers. And now Cyan's down to 32 villagers. Pink needs to get these men-at-arms killed because they are hitting the trade caravans. We also got a step redoubt being employed on out. Step redoubt is going right here as the economic landmark. Pink's receiving some hits there from the men-at-arms. But if he just continues hitting his opponent's villagers, it has been quite effective. Both players are now Castle Age. Looks like the wolves are now hitting some of Pink's archers now. There's my scholar there and may deny that collection of that relic. So trying to go with the scholar there, does take out the scholar. Up north, he still has not been able to deal with all these men-at-arms. The veteran Khan is trying to get some hits on in, but needs some support. Yep. Oh, he should have dealt with these guys a long time ago. Now we got Lancers in the mix. Archer's still skirmishing around, set up a man-at-arms trying to pursue them. Some villagers getting hit as well. Ink does so has 67 villagers in the moment, while Cyan only has 37. It is a massive advantage, and his force is starting to finally be cleaned up. He does lose a Khan again. Blue does have a good force over here. The villagers have been pulled back in the southern area, but does need to get push his way forward to get this more foray. And we also got a good number of sheep being collected there for his, well, collection of sheep. We got another Greer for trying to collect some of these berry bushes. Up north we do have, looks like another force. He knows about this economic landmark, so he's going to just go and try to camp all the caravans at least. May not be able to get the landmark, but keeping the caravans never hurt. And more of these villagers are going down. Both sides have been pretty stagnant villager count there because they're constantly hitting each other. We've got some crossbow now being deployed out by the Mongols. Those forces get cleaned up. Crossbows does provide a bit more firepower against those heavy infantry. Not really a whole lot of micro over here, so they will get killed off by the man-at-arms. And Townsend needs good fire there as well. He's going to go ahead and back on off. So here, looks like these crossbows are falling on back, trying to avoid this horseman, trying to run down. Could have hit that low health one. Archers and crossbowmen now hitting that horseman. The horseman will quickly go down. And now we do got a fresh veteran Khan. Requirements. Requires sheep to follow in order to get sheep herded back to the town center. Sorry, I just found that a bit amusing. Now we do got this sticker site now being captured on up. We do still have this outpost here. And Cyan now has even less villagers, as we mentioned beforehand. Ink is getting more and more trade caravans. Over here we do got these archers getting some hits there on these man-at-arms. Quickly focus them down, no problem. Some of them will go down in return. And they all get cleaned up there. Over here we do have the scholar now being pursued by the Khan and has a sheep to follow. These horsemen are being engaged by these various forces. We now have some lancers deployed out by the Khans as well. We got outposts here for defense. We've upgraded the spring guard. We've got a spring guard upgrade onto the outpost now. Heavy lancers or just regular lancers engaging forward. And we got more lancers being deployed on out. More of these Cyan archers going on down. And the Cyan's force has been cleaned on up. He does have a decent force here. some needs a bit of extra health. Of course, it's sort of harder to come by sometimes. Let's see, sight. That just only increases armor, not health or any healing. Outpost now receiving some fire there from Pink's forces, trying to clean that up. And will we see that finally the first time the building gets raided? Oh, I thought I guess the outposts don't get a raid effect there. Sacred Site has been decaptured. All of them have been decaptured. And its career still has not been fully built. Gonna go ahead and start burning it down. And these villagers are claiming some front line stables. We'll have to point out some more of these lancers over here. Just more sheep. And we do have these spinning phase 4. It does spot the workshop there, and this plus of the trader caravans inside of the outpost. Ooh, good hit there by the spring guard. And now the horse will go and try to quickly respond to them. Let's get a good hit there with the spear brace. Does he got one of the horsemen before going down? Very nice. Sacred Site's now been captured up by Ink, deploying out a couple shamans or shamans. And they can't be. Oh, looks like the Mongols has not reached yet to the Yam network. Yam speed aura applies to all units instead of just traders and cavalry units. Sacred Site does get captured up right there. Oh, he may get a capture off or conversion right off there. And does not get a mass conversion off there. Worth a shot. He's going to lose the monkey either way. Might as well try claiming opponent's entire little force there. Oh, here looks like Pink is pushing way forward. Does find some villagers there, trying to carry out some ribs. Some spearmen trying to respond. We got some archers, crossbows, and various units right there. Over here, looks like Pink does find some, or trying to find some Pink's caravans. Looks like somebody's at a population cap. Looks like Science at population cap. Pink will find this cavalry force there. Mostly just light horsemen, a couple lancers in the mix. While Pink will be pursuing with some of his own horsemen, lancer, mostly crossbowmen, and a sheep. As we're going to stand and fight, the wolves are getting some hits in onto Science cavalry as well. We'll go and pick off those various cavalry forces. On still here as well. Quick throw on arrow. That force does get cleaned on up. So does the wild doggy. Pink doesn't find his way forward to get some more of Science villagers. Science still has 35 villagers. Jeez. How has Pink not won the game? Pink just has so much economy and as well as military. Pink could have been maybe a little bit more aggressive. Maybe try to go for a relic or a Sacred Site victory. He does have one site here, one site. Oh, it does have the Sacred Site victory counting down. Mangonel does roll a miss there. I suppose its opponents is playing a lot easier. Mangonels would work fine. And now some of these outposts are being under siege. does go down. Mangonel doesn't find a good hit there onto these Lancers. Crossbowmen are hitting, throwing some rounds or bolts onto the mills. That's a good target for them. Now they're finding some hits there on these various cavalry forces. Lancers starting to make their way back into the attack as well. They got a big flank of cavalry as well as the Khan here. The Khan could use attack or the attack hero is probably the best. He goes for the defense. It's not a bad idea either. Elephant's starting to focus now on spearmen against overrunning these crossbowmen. And these crossbowmen are trying to engage forward, and Cyan has backed out of the game. This is Anchor saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.